You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You did it! My name is Nathan Welden. I'm 42 years old. I am from Southern California, San Diego. I have a beautiful little family. I have a daughter who's almost 4 years old. Her name is Scarlett, and I've been married for almost 10 years next month. We have a really neat life. I spend most of my time playing tennis, playing music, and my free time surfing. The song that The Dad I Never Had came originally, I heard a friend of mine, his name is Joe Rathburn from San Diego. He's a singer, songwriter, and a professional musician. He had a song called The Dad I Had, and it was about his father. And I heard him play it one night, and I thought, you know what, I should do a song about the dad I never had. And so I got together with a good friend of mine named Eddie Kohler, and we talked about what it was like maybe not having a father figure around. And we wrote a song about my mom called The Dad I Never Had, and her trying to fulfill my father's role growing up, being the mom. My parents were divorced and separated when I was really, really young, so it wasn't like I was used to having my dad around all the time. So it wasn't much of an adjustment in that way. But it did inspire me, and it made me nervous to be a dad, because I never had an idea of what it would be like to have a family unit growing up. So I was always nervous to be able to support a family as well as a young kid. I always thought it would be really challenging to do that. So in some ways, I never actually expected that it would happen. So it's been kind of unexpected that we've been able to create this family, and I have some pride in that I've been able to do this. There was a gentleman named Pat Currow who is a larger than life personality, and he was always a big influence on me. And when he walked into the room, he would bring a smile to everybody's face, and I always just thought that was the most endearing thing ever. And he always had a guitar right next to him, and he'd sing for anybody who sat down. If people weren't listening, he'd just sing away. And he was one of the reasons why I started playing the guitar, if not the reason. And then later on in life, there was a gentleman named Jack Einbinder, and he loves to take people under his wing and give them direction in life. And he chose me for some reason, and he really influenced me into going into the tennis career, because he loved tennis as much as I did. He saw that was a real big passion of mine. And so he hired me at a young age to be an assistant coach, and one thing led to another, and I've been now running programs and teaching tennis to young kids and adults for almost 20 years because of him. I have been so lucky to have a job where I teach tennis, and I'm a tennis instructor, and to spend so much time on the tennis court, because I'm obsessed with tennis. I still love it. I will teach for 7 hours, and then I'll be walking out with my bag, and someone will be like, "Do you want to hit?" And I'll be like, sure. And I'll take my bag off, and I'll go back on the court, and I hit for a little bit longer. I just never get tired of it. And I love playing music. So I think with a career that I've chosen, it's just been because I love them. I love playing music, and I love tennis, and I love building community around both of those. And I think if you love something enough, you can do it for a living. So Courtney is an amazing lady. She really understands how important it is for me, and I understand for her, to have time to do the things that we still love, because I think we're better parents and we're better people if we have the time and the opportunity to still follow the things that we love to do. So I mean, she'll still she'll wake up in the morning, she'll say, "Nathan, go surfing this morning, I'll take care of everything else. When you get back, we can do whatever we have to do. So I still have a lot of time to do the things I love, and I make sure that she has the same amount of time to do the things she loves. I hope that the trips and the adventures we've taken when she was young, I hope that sparks an interest in her to continue to do stuff like that. Courtney and I love to travel. We love to go on adventures. We love to do things that are challenging. And we took her when she was just a few months old on a kayaking touring trip down in La Paz, Mexico. We've gone to Tahiti, and we went on, when she was just 9 months, we went on a trekking trip all over Europe, in the Dolomites in Italy, and we've just carried her around in a little ergo and tried to continue with our life as much as we can by introducing Scarlett into new surroundings. So I hope that stays with her, and she probably won't remember all that stuff, but we do have tons and tons of photos and videos that I think when she gets older she'll look back, and I think it'll be a neat memory of her, of what her parents were like and the experiences she got to have when she was really young. With Scarlett growing up, I mean, of course I have dreams of taking her surfing, or surfing together, or going backpacking together, or playing tennis together, but for the most part, I really just want to be a supportive father in whatever interest she finds. I don't want to project all my favorite things onto her, so I just want to be a supportive dad. But I do have dreams of going on adventures and traveling with her and backpacking and doing all those things. I hope that those things come true, but they're not things I'm going to push. Those are things I'm just going to sit back and hope they come to life.